call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Baylor Bears, McLean Stadium on the banks of the Brazos in Waco, Texas. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Indiana Hoosiers, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Baylor Bears. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Bears will get us started with the opening kickoff. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Turning it on! And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
And the Hoosiers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Under fire. Fires downfield. Complete to the right. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Wants to go up top on first down. Pocket breaking down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
Out of the gun, the inside give.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. They'll immediately call timeout. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. Just drives it between the uprights. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He'll return it. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. It's Brown. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Using the quick game. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. Line getting set on second down. Handoff to the single back. And he's knocked down. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
The Bears have it with a 1st and 10. The offense changing the play. Grabbed behind the line. It's Mayo. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Pulls it and fires to the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's 3rd and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or worse, turn the football over.
Quarterback moving. Got out of trouble and throws. And that 3rd down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete. And the Bears will punt it away on 4th down. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Leaves it with the back. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. He wants to take the top off. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. The Hoosiers send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They'll try the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He might want another play. Second down, they'll go to the air. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. Intercepted. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. He's looking deep. He holds it in, and nobody's close.
I remember back when I played for the Florida Gators, if you had 3,000 yards passing in a season, you might be an All-American. I know times have changed, but with that last completion, this guy's already over the 3,000-yard milestone this year.
And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Got it behind the line. It's Lanning. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
Second down, he'll throw it. Pressure coming. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. They've got a first down here to open the period. Gonna run it. It's Warren. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Wants to fire on second down. Got his man. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on third and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line, and that's where they'll have it first and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs.
Really nice job there of the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on third down, setting up first and goal.
Floating away. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown Bears! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
No love lost between teams anytime they square off inside the Big Ten. Here's one that's just gone final. Ohio State went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's building and prove you're legit. And did the Buckeyes ever do that? Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a Big Ten matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up.
Oh, he's the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football, and this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house or make a big play on any reception.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Here comes the heat. But it's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
They had the big play to start the drive, but a couple of misfires now leaves us with 3rd and 10. Looking to throw again. Quarterback adapting. Running into the open space. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
Got a man. It's Cook.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
And the Hoosiers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Bringing the heat. Trying to get rid of it.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game. Running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. We've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
The Hoosiers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And, guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just know where to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air on 2nd down. Steps away to find some room. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
3rd down has been right in the wheelhouse on this drive. They've already converted a couple of times, but they need the full 10 yards now. Rush is on him. They get to him as he throws. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Splits the uprights. It's good. That brings them to within 1.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Quarterback making checks. He'll start this drive going to the air. With the catch, it's Gregory. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Quick completion to the right. There he goes! And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. The Bears want to pick up the tempo. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
To the air on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Finds the tight end. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Stands in and takes the hit. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. Looks as if he's going to run it. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
And first down for the offense.
And the Hoosiers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but oof, that would hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down with that one.
Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Hoosiers decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes a nice grab at the 25. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking for room. It's Warren. At the 45 on its way. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. They keep it on the ground to open the third. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. That's caught. It's Mayo. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage. And did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage. You jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Off the play fake. Lets it go to the end zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
So nice when you're an offense and you get in these third and shorts and you know the defense has to be aggressive, has to commit guys up front, especially in the red zone area. Nice job by this offense, slipping in the pass, getting rid of the football, setting up a first and goal.
The Hoosiers line it up with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They are a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. Just going to keep it after the snap. Touchdown, Hoosiers! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
From the gun, looking for a man. Now adjusting. And they get him down.
And these decisions to go for 2, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. And that one had some juice on it, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, and you could tell he was locked in. And plays are meant to go to certain guys, but sometimes you got to get back, you got to read the defense, and make a different decision if they play the right defense. And right there, that was one of those times.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass. Hauls it in. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Quarterback may change this route. They'll move the tight end. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Caught close to the marker. It's Mayo. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Looking for a crease. It's Warren. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Handoff to the single running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, This running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Gregory. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan limiting him so far. That's only his 2nd catch of the game.
And the Bears will try to move the sticks on 4th down. Looking left. Makes the grab, plenty for the 1st down. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. Touchdown, Baylor! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And these slants are so hard to defend when the ball's thrown like that. The receiver catches it, and he's catching it going so fast, and you could tell the defense couldn't quite get the right angles, and he does the rest, uses his speed, gets all the way to the end zone.
Stop short. They'll bring him down at the 1. He just couldn't get it in. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Quick pass on the jet motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Pulls it in. It's Lanning. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. He makes a catch. The freshman brought down after bringing that one in. And the Hoosiers come to the line in the hurry-up. These 2 guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. And the defense got him at the 27.
When you make a quarterback feel comfortable, man, they'll sit in that pocket, they'll go through their progressions, but when you start to hit them, they become very human, very average. They got to do a better job of keeping him upright, protecting him, so he can have a better 2nd half than he did 1st.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And it's knocked away, incomplete, and that's how we'll wrap up the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the period. Baylor is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. The Hoosiers will bring the punt team onto the field. He's got it. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Right back to it. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Bears lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. The give to the big fullback. Across the 35. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. And the Bears want to move quickly.
It's like a cheat code. You know what's coming, but it's so hard to stop when you got the big fullback who comes downhill when you need it the most on third down and just falls forward and is going to get the first down. It's so nice to have, and this offense is set up with a chance to run this clock out.
Warren. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Back to pass on second down. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Finds his man. It's Mayo. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
And after that completion, it's decision time now for the head coach. Do you kick a field goal, add to your lead, and make it more difficult on the opposing offense, or do you trust your quarterback to make one more big completion here and ice the game?
Tight end now in motion. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Gets it out quickly. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
You know, you always talk about risk-reward. Gambling and going for it with the lead on fourth down right there and getting it, the reward could be winning the game. That was an unbelievable play. And how about this coaching staff putting their faith in their players to come up with the execution and make it happen?
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Baylor.
The Bears are flying down the field. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on first down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football. Run the clock. Let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. With jet sweep pass. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward. Let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job. Nice execution. 1st down.
And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead on 1st and goal, but they can also drain the clock. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. And the Bears have it with a 1st and goal. Come on, set. Power ahead. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Bears! Now for the extra point try late in the game.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. 4th quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the 1st down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
Wants to keep it in the air. He's got him. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Five receivers across the formation. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And the incomplete pass, taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath, because in the 4th quarter, you got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you. And that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like, forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. He's got it, first down and more. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
And that was a play they absolutely had to have. Fourth down, down by one possession. You've got to find a way. Someone's got to step up and make a play, and they did it right there. That is going to be huge for them.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, we've seen this defense make plays time and time again in this game. They may have just sealed it with that takeaway.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Running back searching for a hole. Past the sticks, and he may get more. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here.